Welcome to India and England News. Our guest today is Vaishali Gade. She is the newly elected president of IAGB, India Association of Greater Boston. Previously, she served as a vice president of the organization, and before that, she was also a member of the board of IAGB. We are going to talk to her about her vision during her next 2 years of term as a president of IAGB, what she is thinking about IAGB, what her team and she can deliver to the community. So, Vaishali, welcome to our show and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Upendraji, for having me here.
Okay, great. Now, before we start some questions about IAGB and your vision, first tell us when and how did you get involved with IAGB?
So my journey with IAGB, started as an immigrant Indian, as for many people here, getting involved in their programs, performing in the Hatchell or Burlington High School, but truly getting involved in as a volunteer started with the Antakshari during Jaya Gunti's time. And after that, I joined the team formally with Aditi Taylor as the secretary. And
When Aditi was
since,
the president, right?
correct, when Aditi
Yes.
was the president, joined as a secretary. And since then, I'm with IAGB.
Okay. And you served as a president in the last term, a vice president.
A vice president. I
Vice
serve
president.
as vice president in the last term with Sanjay Gowda.
Okay. Now let us tell us what is your vision of IAGB. Every president comes with his or her own mission and the team, and they have certain ideas they want to do. And I think over the last couple of terms, we saw Aditi played a very important role in setting up the organization. Constitution changes and all this stuff. And Sanjay Gowda, your predecessor, did a great job in bringing the flag hoisting at various towns and cities. So, what is your vision and where you want to take IAGB?
Certainly, certainly. These two past predecessors of mine have done an exceptional job in getting the organization where it is today. We have ventured into very many areas which really matter to Indian American community here in New England area. Continuing on that same path that we have taken as an organization, my team will be working towards strengthening two main important things, actually three more important things, where we have been trying to set our foot, and I want to make as much progress as possible. One is the civic engagement, and the other one is the, combining the communities together where the regional organizations come. And third one, which is kind of community service area, but that touches very many areas. And when I say very many areas, seniors within the Indian American community and the youth. So our focus will be mainly in these three areas. And that's what you'll see the programs and initiatives coming out to strengthen us in these three areas.
Can you elaborate a little bit on the civic engagement?
Certainly, certainly. As we know, Indian Americans are the probably the second or the third largest immigrant community here in US. But do we see that representation when we go to city, town, local, state governments, or even the federal government? No, really not. And I know very many things happen at the federal level, at the state level, but there are many things that affect your daily lives, and those start at the city and the state or the local level governments. We are gearing up to provide the tools, the motivation that you would need to, asking Indian Americans to, step up, think there are things that you can do within your own community, serve on your town halls. Your vote matters as much as anybody else. And going into the smaller things, you would think that, hey, town hall meeting is for what? But no, it matters when it comes to your own taxes, how you live in which environment. Again, climate control, climate change is becoming a big thing, and all of those things matter, and they start at the city and the local government. So our focus is going to be providing the tools that are needed, and you really motivating people, bringing other resources on, and providing those resources, and hoping that more and more we will see more and more Indian Americans in the city and local governments.
Excellent. Now, also, I think the one you mentioned about the senior citizens. I think that's a very important, could be a very important initiative because the Indian American population, is really aging here, and it is becoming very challenging. Just in the last 1 month, we had three Indian American people died, in our different regions. So it's a challenging issue, and I think if IAGB can play some role in that area, it will be absolutely fantastic.
Definitely, certainly. As we are known as to be an affluent community. I mean, let's not be, nobody's questioning that. But yet, when you hit your golden eras, because you are an immigrant community here, your requirements are a little different. Say social, emotional, all of those requirements are a little different probably from than of your peers. So we are trying to understand, and again have, we are not the providers ourselves, but definitely make those tools available where they are needed, would be our job or would be our task, and that's what we are gearing up to.
Excellent. Now, another question I have for you is, as since at least since I know IAGB 20, 25, 30 years, every president comes and tries to somehow unify or make one forum for all the Indian American organizations, and really nothing happens. So, is going to be agenda on your term or no?
It
Enough.
is absolutely, it is absolutely going to be an agenda on our term.
Mm,
Even during the last term, we tried to do something. The thing, it's very fluid when we say we are going to work with the other organizations. Say, for example, our past predecessors come and go. Everybody has 2 year term. Sometimes some regional organizations don't even have 2 year term, so their
mm,
presidents reside only 1 year. So it's always a changing person, changing contact, and it's kind of little difficult to have that constant connection and constant oneness in all of us. But nonetheless, I'm going to try and make at least something that we can, all of us, when I say all of us, IAGB plus the regional organization, we can call all of us as our. I know we celebrate Republic Day and India Day, but there needs to be something else that all of us can call as our mission or our goal or our thing that we are giving or doing for the Indian American community.
okay. Now, can you also talk? You will have a brand new team there at IAGB. Can you talk about your team too? New team.
Absolutely, my brand new team, talented and excited. Team is brand new, but the excitement and energy is just they are like, okay, tell us what to be done, what needs to be done, and how can we do it. That's how pumped they are. So really excited to have that team. I know we didn't carry forward that much knowledge, so all of us, I mean, me and my team will have some learning curve. So bear with us for a month until we get all up to speed. But team is all talented. They have all worked in the different areas in the community. So they do bring that knowledge base to IAGB. And it's always good to have fresh blood on the team, and the energy on the team.
And now, as we come to the conclusion of this interview, your last word to the Indian community here in Boston, as well as to Indian American organizations.
Last word is we have been brought together. I know we have all been burned out because of the COVID, but at the same time, it has given us good things, which is, relooking at our connections and understanding what they mean to us. And at least for me, that is true that, we need to stand together, stay together, no matter what it is. So we can always work out our differences. I'm not saying that we have differences, but I'm just, we can always work out our
Well,
differences.
differences can be also very healthy too. It's a
Absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. They give us new tools and lead us to on different paths. So absolutely fine. But we still need to stay together and help us out. Each help us each other. That's the message that I would have. We need a common platform, and IGB is always common platform. We are always going to welcome whatever. other organizations, if you have any initiatives you think that IAGB will be a better implementer for those initiatives, please feel free to bring those on. We always welcome new ideas, and stand behind the community.
Okay, Vaishali, thank you very much for your time and all the best for your term. And I'm sure Indian England News is always happy to work with IAGB, so we'll be looking forward to working with you guys as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Upendraji, for your time. Thank you to India New England. And you are our media partners and hoping to continue that relationship. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you.